Good morning, and thanks for making ekaboom.tv part of your morning routine.
I'm Ruben, and this is Joan Romero, and today we're going to talk about the power of no.
So let's get down to business. Today we're talking about saying no.
No is such a powerful word, and not just because, people react immediately to your no, but the ability to say no is essential to owning a business. If you can't say no to people, you will have a rough time running a business. You will always be saying yes, and unfortunately, most people have unreasonable expectations, and so it's unfortunate, but it's true. They have unreasonable expectations, and so it's important to be able to say no. That's not the way it works. This is the way it works. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is what we offer. And if that doesn't work, then I'm sorry, we may not be a good fit, which is basically telling someone, no, we cannot do that. No, this is not right for us.
It's a matter of setting healthy, healthy expectations, but that's not just it. It's healthy boundaries.
Healthy boundaries between you and your clients, or you and your customers.
Or you and the other people you work with.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's not my job. This is my job, and I need to do it. So please.
Right. Yeah.
Do your
No.
own job.
Saying no can save you hours and hours of stress. It can save you lots of money that will otherwise will get flushed down the toilet because you're doing more than you should for what you need to do it for, or you're giving away things or selling things for less than what you should be selling them for. No is not a bad thing. No means I know what we do. I know how we do it. I know how we can make it work for you. I know that, this is the way it's got to be. And if you want it a different way, we may not be the right fit. So, it's okay to turn away a client. It's okay to tell them no. It's okay to say, look, I can't do this. We're not the best fit for you. This isn't what we do.
Now, most small businesses will try, especially if you're extremely talented and can do lots of wonderful things. And if someone wants something, you're going to want to give it to them.
And you want to be able to, especially if you kind of know you can do it, you want to be able to say yes. But just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. So it's very important to understand, some of the other things we've talked about. What's your core offer? Who's your target audience? What are the types of services that you do? What's your dream business? Like, all these topics help you to be able to tell people, no, I'm sorry, that's not what we do. No, I'm sorry, this is not a good fit. No, I'm sorry, we're not the right company for you right now.
But if you're looking for, or if in the future you need, give me a call. I'd love to help you out.
Yeah. And then it gives you a chance to really define what you do and how you do it and the value of that to that customer or client. So you have to kind of fill in those blanks for you, because every business out there is going to be different. But there are a lot of I know a lot of business owners that struggle saying no. And the ones that I see that struggle saying no are the ones that I see struggling.
No.
The ones that I see that will tell you no any chance they get are usually the ones that are very prosperous, that they know when to say no. And you know what? Often, if it just doesn't sound right or feel right, even if you don't know why, sometimes it's better to default to no than it is to yes. And now it's hard, because also as a business, especially if you're growing, you're trying to figure out what's my core offer, who's my perfect audience. Sometimes you're going to have to make mistakes, and you're going to have to say yes, and you're going to try it, and then you're going to be like, oh no, what have I done? Why am I doing this? Why am I?
And then it makes it so much easier to say no.
Yes.
No,
Right.
I don't do that.
As long as you learn your lesson. As long as you learn your lesson. So, no is a powerful word. You know,
Use it wisely.
if you have trouble saying no to people, then practice with people. I mean, there are people that have trouble saying no.
Yeah, and one way that works, I heard you use this the other day where you said, what did you say? It was something like, we could help you with that, but you could do it faster and cheaper if you go to someone else.
Yeah,
And I think you gave them a specific person or
yeah, they were
company or
asking. They were
something.
asking me about, can you do a certain service? And I said, look, we could do this, but it's going to cost you more than if you went over here and got it done. And he said, well, I really want, something that, helps us to be able to create these reports or do this other thing. And I'm like, well, for the price that you would pay us, it would still exceed if you just had someone create that report for you. So, so have someone create that report for you. Do it with this other service. Have them create the report, and you're going to save a lot of money. Sometimes it just makes sense to say no. Because I knew if I tried to compete with some of the other things that were out there and some of the alternatives that I was basically giving him, that it would have been painful for us. We would have wanted to pull our hair out trying to fulfill at that price. So we would have had to have done it at a much higher price, and that didn't. It just didn't make sense for me or for him, to do that. So
And he was grateful for that. He said, wow, thank you so much. So it's a win-win. You gave him great advice. He sees you as a good asset, a good guy to know.
Yeah, and I said,
and you don't have to do that work that you don't.
Yeah,
you don't want to do.
and probably I imagine he'd be back for say, here, look, this is our core offering. When he needs that core offering, he'll be back because he was a potential client for our core offering. So I thought it was a smart thing to do, and it would have deviated. It would have deviated a little bit from our core offering. So I want to try to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah. So please share your thoughts and comments below. Let us know how you say no.
I usually say it like this: no. Sometimes I'll say it like this: no. But usually it's just kind of a calm no.
Like, no, I'm sorry. Do you follow up with I'm sorry?
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Just no. All right. Thanks so much for subscribing and liking and sharing your thoughts in the comments below.
Have a great day.